All right, everyone. Yeah, that's the little intro we got right now. You know what I'm saying? We here with at the medicine cabinet, SW, got Freedom, Knowledge Law, we got Self-Out Bill, Waju, Watson, Zigzag Zig, Divine Truth, Natural Understanding, Baheen, Complete. Yeah, listen. I guess, we'll give him a break today. We heard, did anybody check the comments though? I did get some comments. It's the guy, Let's check over here. Let's see what we got a few people that responded. You see Naru. Maybe he'll come in. We'll get a chance to build on this, but he's a little bit off base. Let me respond. Quick response to that. All right, DeBar. In fact, DeBar, it's good you came in. We have it's a black woman that comes on the live now, and she's close over there by Baltimore. I think she says she's in is she in a part of Pennsylvania or a part of Delaware? At any rate, she says she's close to Baltimore. And I had told her that I was going to talk to you about getting her tuned with somebody that she can learn. She's just barely introduced to the knowledge. Got West Coast Wise. Oh yeah, Mr. Spock. I was about to say, did I see Mr. Spock in here? $793. I guess, I don't know, should we wait for a few more people? A couple more people. But I'm sure y'all already know what this live right here is about to be about. Or at least you know where we starting at. You know how we do. You know, I predict we're gonna be getting some individuals that want to come on and build with us over the next couple of days or weeks. You know, I got some people in the comment section of the videos, you know, suggesting that I take a closer look at some things. I don't have time. Yeah, John Madden, you know, I mean, you know, he wasn't really, you know, somebody that I could say was dear to my heart, but, you know, in terms of when I was looking at football, he definitely was one of the dude. I guess, we got his endorsement, I guess, of the video game or whatever did something. But that other guy died too. Harry Reid. That was the senator. And we got a lot of news too, man, about the Coca-Cola. There's a lot of news about the Coca-Cola, but I don't know if we should touch it. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's all over the place, man. SW in terms of what they say about it, what they saying. Who knows, man? So you had it 2 times, Mrs. Spot. I mean, like I said, I'm fairly sure I've been exposed to it, but I've never been symptomatic in that. Yeah, I got we got the medicine cabinet, the outside. We got the outside view of the medicine cabinet, like it's summertime. But dealing with the title of the live here, get ready. For this civilization class right here, I picked that one. Right. So let's start this one off like this. What is some of the mathematics that y'all have drawn up for next year? Whether you going in the Asiatic calendar or the Gregorian calendar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's up to you to pick. So 2021, you should have demonstrated your power. Or at least, got to the point where, you could observe the power and knowledge it for what it is, right? And not be a slave to it. But, I'm sure if everybody's been going according to mathematics, you've already drawn up some predictions about what might happen, but before what might happen, and more importantly, what are you going to do and how you going to go about doing it? See, that's what happens when you start, adding and multiplying these supreme mathematics together. You see what I mean? All these different things. When supreme mathematics is law and order. So see, what that means is 2012 is not the same as 2021.
Sweet potato, man.
Yeah. 2012 is not the same as 2021. So see, that's what I'm saying, what you're going to do and how you're going to go about doing it. You can use all the same elements, but what you're going to do with it. You know what I mean? Just like you go in the kitchen, right? I can give you all the same ingredients, but you don't necessarily have to make the same dish. The ginger root tea and green tea, yeah. You know, with the ginger, man, I pretty much I eat it straight. Like I don't be swallowing it, but you know, once I make the tea, I put it in the tea, then I chew on it. Especially if I got that and you know, some just straight up lemons. Smell good. Said I'm gonna be and remain civilized. Take my prescribed medication. Take my prescribed medication. Continue meditation, and ensure I get proper relaxation. So you've been reading your Bible. Kyle came in. Yeah, the lemon peels. I remember one time, well, a couple more than one time. You ever got just the zest of the lemon? Like when you take the grater and you get the outside real tangy part. I like using that too. All right, Christopher Gooden. But yeah, that's definitely my formula right there. That's what you say right there. The ginger with the lemon and cayenne. Put the cayenne, put some cayenne pepper in that. Now I don't know how it works for this, but I'm saying on a regular, on the you know, the cold and the flu that we had up until 2019. That was my little concoction right there. That's it, dude. We got any other predictions that people is making, right? Using the mathematics for next year. Now, July said prior to 2020 had no cold for 2 years plus. You know, I recall I had a cold because I had some elderberry, but I don't recall when it was. It's been I can't even call it. Almighty. Well, you know, look, Almighty, you wasn't here, but you know, we had a whole video that YouTube took down. You know, they didn't like They said that I didn't comport with the views of the WHO. So we laying off of that for a minute. Man, we completely. I don't even think we can. I don't even think we can say his name. I don't even, I don't even think. I don't even think, man. You know,
It was too soft, God, so it just broke up, man. That's good though.
Peace. Shimon Good said, wisdom I add to the cipher will be wiser by making better decisions. Yeah, so next year, you gotta look out for the obstacles and the limitations. See, because the whole thing, it borns equality. But see, if you not getting above it, then it just born 6 for you. Then it'd be a limitation because you didn't see them coming and prepare yourself. See, now this year, right, you got to stand on your square and maintain your civilization, like a few brothers were saying, right? You got to maintain your culture and don't let that wisdom be a bad culture. Why says Zigzag Zig said, wisdom cipher, wisdom, and that borns equality. I intend to use my mathematics to rise even higher above equality. See, that's what I'm saying. These are the kind of things, this is how you have to use mathematics to not get caught up in your surroundings. To not just get caught up in the flow. See, because when in Rome, I'll do like the Romans do. If it's, if this is the way of righteousness and this is what I'm trying to accomplish. But if the Romans say, listen, we about to put this pig, we about to put an apple in this pig's mouth and put him on fire, we're going to eat him. Hey, look, I'll see y'all tomorrow. But, that's just one aspect of it. We already see things on the horizon without getting too deep, where it's like, okay, we already, challenges have been set up, right? Challenges have been set up. Where now, I see when you get certain challenges, right? That's when the real test is. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like I got to come here and teach the class. All right, that's when the real test is. You understand what I'm saying? When you, like right now, right? Like I said, we faced with a lot of decisions where it's like, okay, but what's your principles now? that is really, you understand what I'm saying? Like a person could say, you know, or like I said, back in the days, that was the challenge. Look, you said you don't eat pig. All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna make pig every day until we see what you're gonna do. Now, see, to say you don't eat pig, right? When they just baked the turkey, right? They baked it. It's no lard. It's not fried. Everything here. Mashed potatoes. None of this got pig in it. We about to eat lovely. See, it's easy to say you don't eat pig. See, when you over here at the school and you amongst all the brothers and we all building it, right? Yes, it's peace. It's easy to maintain, your coaching and your lessons and everything. You see, when you get somewhere by yourself, in a stressful situation where something else is on your mind, it has to be important on your mind. It's an urgent matter. None is more urgent than mathematics, but I'm just saying that sometimes if a person is not on point, you could allow that urgent matter to kind of supersede mathematics, and then you're trying to solve that issue with that urgent matter without using the mathematics. You see what I'm saying? That's what happened when you don't stand on your square. See, that's what it means to be perpendicular. You righteous all the time. And that's what you got to do. That's how you got to use the mathematics. You understand what I'm saying? Not just these, not just to get women like y'all been doing and not letting me know. I still don't like y'all behind that. I ain't getting over that. I ain't getting over that one. All this time. Of all the lessons that I was taught over here, no one told me that you could use the knowledge like that. Walk around with a flag every day. Yeah, Luke Cage, you got to get ready. So you can't, on the knowledge day, it's time for action. You're supposed to predict the history in advance. See, we drawing up the science of, mathematics and how you got to use the mathematics, man, to make certain predictions. I mean, this ain't a prediction to say this person is going to die, that person is going to die, but just the way you're looking at the world, the way you're going to go about being successful. You understand what I'm saying? The way you have to apply mathematics at that time and in the places you want to be and to take on the challenges that you want to take on. You know what I'm saying? And this particular year, exactly. See what I'm saying? Luke K, that's what I'm saying. Get ready. Get ready. And see now that, see, look, it was a little bit easier to refuse it. See, that's what I was saying about the mathematics, right? Is that we've got 2022. 20 is truth is square, right? Now, wisdom borns coaching. So see, you're going to have to stand on your square of your way of life to rise above 6 so that there could be supreme equality and not a limitation. So that's why I say, you know, when these type of tests come, right, you know, that's when you see, you know, how strong you are with whatever it is that you're saying. You know, like how many people, you know, have ever had a challenge where, you know, listen, you 5%. You know, and we're not looking for them for no good reason. I ain't even talking about in the street. I'm talking about, you know, in the system, you know, whether it's the school system, the hospital system, wherever. You see, you go in the hospital, right, to have your kids. There's some things where we want to see if your principles, you know, your principles will be tested. And you will see all the different sciences, you know, especially when you deal with them, you will see all the different sciences. You see what I'm saying? One of the first things they do, of course, right, is try to plant fear. That's in any dealings that you have, you know, with the you know, the colored people, you know, I don't want to say the system and make everybody just think in terms of the penitentiary. I'm talking about the system, you know, you know, not just the government, you know, but I guess the powers that be. That's one of the first things they're going to do. That's the first thing off the rip. See, because that's where they came from. See, like I keep telling you, 21 to 33. See, that's the first thing. Look here. If you ain't with what we dealing with, getting sent back. Whatever it is, you ain't ready. Your mind ain't right. What's your problem? What you do? You got you getting sent back. And was enforced on everyone that fell a victim. I mean, yeah, that's your man. You want to go with him. And if you notice, right, that's how they do. Yeah, Luke Cage, yeah, that's so oh yeah, Maya, the bar was in the room. I just was telling the bar, so you'll be hooked up with somebody that got command in supreme mathematics shortly. Yeah, you know, that's what but where you out in Washington State though, right? You in Washington State. The guy came in a while ago from Texas. He had divine understanding. He said he had 4 people in his family with the cola, but you know, I some other people just was telling me, you know, that some people that they know in Texas is got the Coca-Cola. And Kimmy Mine. Yeah, the bar is in Baltimore. Which I think is the bar. Oh, Son of the Soil. Yeah, he's at Son of the Soil. But you got to start thinking about that in advance. Yeah, that's another thing, smell good, but like I said, man, let me not let's not even go down the rabbit hole. But yeah, one would think that, it is the season where something like that. But look, like I said, we seen what it's about last year. Now this year, like I said, we got the rods above 6. All right, Almighty God Allah say send up 501c3s in a public foundation. Those is the kind of things. I mean, what kind of ideas you got? Like, what kind of programs you're going to be running through the 501c3s? All right, that's peace, man. Because that's the kind of thing that got to be done. You see what I'm saying? Once you come in tune with a group of people that's like-minded, you know what I'm saying, where y'all can get an idea, whatever it might be. Because like me and I was talking when Rob Bourne was building, saying that, you got a lot of celebrity activists now. You know what I'm saying? Or, not the activist celebrities. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about people that are celebrities and they have a cause that they, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, celebrity activists, you know what I'm saying? Like the women from Black Lives Matter, or, just some people where it's like, you like the star of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when the cameras is there, when MSNBC and Don Lemon is there, you there with a little pithy comment. You get invited to CNN and all that, but that's always been that was the mentality that people in my kind of demographic developed towards organizations such as the NAACP. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, they doing things, they making space, for Black people, they advancing, people that's involved with that cipher is advancing opportunities, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But those opportunities was never trickling down to where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I don't recall anything that the NAACP did. Not saying that they wasn't doing that, but just saying that a lot of times it didn't trickle down because, those type of programs that's needed for that. See, like, Almighty God, like you said, business funding through grants with the public foundation. You know, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we gotta get to some of the nitty gritty though too. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point right now, we gotta get to food, clothing, and shelter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that we've seen over the last 2 years is how you know how dependent we are for that. Shaquem Medina. Medina, you missed it yesterday. I learned something new. After all this time being in the knowledge, Lord Jamar finally taught me where everyone is just neglected. Everyone is neglected to tell me for decades. I don't understand it. Minister Freedom. I mean, doing the knowledge to his I didn't get a chance to do the knowledge to all of it, but doing the knowledge to some of what Minister Freedom was talking about, man, he got some you know, he's a highly intelligent brother. You know what I'm saying? With some advanced science and mathematics at his command. You know, I'm not sure what direction he's planning on going, but you know, if he went that, you know, direction of being scientific, you know, not so much the direction when he went with the Yakub stuff, but the stuff when he was building with Jamal, I think that would be very interesting. I would find it interesting. Almighty said 1,000 times 1,000 is a million. 10,000 times 100 is a million. 100,000 times 10 is a million. Yeah, I mean, but you know, see, what you're doing, I'm saying you're already on the road, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying though, is you have to create that 1,000 people that could put up $1,000. I think that's just the time that we in, the things that got to be done, right? You know, maybe like in the 70s or 80s, you know, if we had woke up and took advantage of that opportunity that was there immediately, you know, that was, you know, supposed to be there, let's say, whatever. But if we would have been able to take advantage then, it might have been a little bit less work to be done. But you know, we've allowed ourselves to be backed into a corner. It's all good. So I benefit from being a veteran in the city, county I reside. I mean, you know, that word that they use. That's one of those words I always, you know, benefit. You know, yeah, well, I guess it depends on what you did. You know, was you an active? You know, was you in an active war situation? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, say you went to the war, right? And you know, unfortunately, let's say, you got like catastrophically injured, right? Benefits. Ain't saying you listen, man. This is my son. You talking about benefits. It's not funny, but I'm just saying, like, if somebody ain't got no legs or something, and you talking about benefits, like you helping them out. Might have to go dead presidents on them behind that. Huh? Oh. Well, what I learned from Lord Jamar is that if you tell a woman that you're the sun and the earth rotates around you, that apparently you could have her. Decades. Nobody told me. Like Visible, he said he ain't stuck at 16. Who out of 5%? I mean, yeah, listen, that's, see, here's the issue that's happening in the world, right? And this is why I'm a respectful individual. That's what I'm saying. What people don't realize is that, see, you're free to say what you want to say, but everybody is free to react how they react to. So see where you stuck at. If I got to give you the answer that you want because that's what you want me to accept what you're saying. Maybe I got my reason why I don't want to accept it. See, that's the thing when we all do what we want to do. See, you didn't come presenting this like, yo, God, I think we should do the knowledge to this right here. You came in talking like, we ants on the ground. But that's the wild thing. We not telling think about that. You ain't stuck at who's asking you to be stuck at 16? That's what our request is, that you stop telling people you affiliated with 16. Why are we not free to do that after you're free to study and learn, grow how you grow? Teeth came in. District 120 said he tried it. He tried today. He said he tried today to tell a woman that he was the sun and that the earth rotates around him to see how it works out. He said it didn't work out too good. I don't know. Maybe you gotta use that Lord Jamar voice, not a me. Probably gotta throw a not a me behind it. You gotta experiment with these things. You gotta experiment. Mafalmi Baraki, welcome to the channel. Culture. Welcome to the channel. Man, listen, he ain't here. Listen, he's those type of things happen. But like I said, man, that's and see, look, for everybody, what it is that you go searching for is what it is that is needed in your cipher. You know what I'm saying? So something that I find very intriguing, right? And I may go and study that, to the highest elevation, right? You might say, God, you wasting time studying that for. Like it's, see, one thing, I don't know that much about social media, but see, I knew about computers and the internet already. When people thought I was wasting my time. Not necessarily thought I was wasting my time, but then they wasn't aware of what I was doing. So, that type of stuff for me would be, searching for that does not exist. But I'm sure some of the things that I've endeavored to study, he would probably say the same thing. Ah, man. Hold on, wait a minute. I forgot I got my toys in here. Did y'all forget about my toys? Whoa. Shots fired. Shots fired over here from Complete. Complete said he needs to love us or leave us alone. Oh, man. You said next year you'll be at $1 million with 8 box trucks. After that, by 2023, a public foundation will be set up and we will be starting at $25 an hour. The LLC does exist. Yeah, that those is plans right there. Those are definitely plans right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to draw it up to the details. And see right there, that's the 196,940,000. You know what I'm saying? But then you got to break that down to the 57,255,000 and 139,685,000. All the way till you get down to the details in the square inches. You know what I'm saying? And then all you got to do is execute because you didn't drew up the mathematics. Kyle Garnett said, I know this is random, but can someone explain to me why the 5% don't eat pig? Is anyone? Kimmy said, the 5% don't eat pork because it's bad for your physical and mental health. shout out to Shah Mecca. Apparently, that comment came from those shots fired right there was actually for a shot from Shah Mecca, completes Earth. So we gotta give her a round of applause. Oh man, shots being fired and thing. Shots fired for natural understanding. Are you seeing this, Kyle? What's his name? Kyle Garnett. Are you seeing these? Mr. Sparks said he says the opposite, that he receives a lot of hate because of his stance on flat earth, even though he brought so many people to these teachings. I mean, listen. You know, see, for me, and look, this is a very cynical point of view. I'm not telling everybody to necessarily, you got to see it like me, but like I said, see, I'm not one of the people that was influenced by me. You know what I'm saying? See, one thing that I'm gonna tell you that happened too, and look, I'm gonna ask. You know, I can tell you what I saw, but listen, let me just drop a jewel. See, when people say certain things, sometimes I just see you brought a lot of people, you introduced a lot of people to the knowledge through your speaking, right? But you also made them fans of your music. See, like, listen, when he did the 5% album, he didn't come to the rally and we all got promotional copies to the show and prove. He came to the show and prove and sold them. And not saying that he wasn't supposed to do that, but don't leave that out. That you was being a businessman too. Don't think we didn't see that. And just the fact of the matter, you know what I'm saying, is listen, if we a family, whatever it is, if we gonna make a decision to go flat earth, right? We gotta make that decision together. That's how it is. See, like I said, if you want to do what you want to do and be an individual, just understand that everybody is free to react how they react. But you can ask around. They not like other. Listen, RZA, Old Dirty Bastard, King Son, Abu. These are people that we see all the time. Whether it's at the rally, whether it's on the streets. These are people that was in the ciphers building. Listen, let me tell you something. I remember one time when Big Daddy came to the rally and got bombed, and Biz tried to save him. Biz Markie was better known at the rally than Big Daddy Kane. Arabi's in the room right now. Arabi's in the room right now. Ask Arabi. Biz used to come to every rally. So you know what I'm saying. I'm not know who's who. But let's get into Kyle Garnett. I mean, do you have a particular do you have a particular question about the about the about the dietary law there, the general dietary law there? Do you what's the do you have a particular question, or you just want to just go what you wanted a deeper understanding? What was the part you don't understand? Let me put the link in the box here just in case you want to come on and be able to ask your question a little more real time. Oh yeah, that's another thing that I did want to do though. I should have put that in the what's the name. I did find out that I need to apologize to the flat earthers. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just reminded me here that apparently Lord Jamar did not do the flat earth theory real justice. Apparently he's not as well versed in it as I thought. So perhaps the way he presented it is what I don't understand about it. So my apologies to y'all. Lord Hashim. Neris Garcia. Are you still here with us, Cal Garnett? Because I have actually a video. I think I got a video. I would, but I don't recall. We've done so many. How many videos are we up to now, Wes? Is Kyle Garnett still in here? Okay. So Kyle Garnett is dead. So I'm going to give you one explanation, right, of where, how one of the ways we arrive at our dietary law, right, and that is entropy in the food supply. The law of entropy, it also applies to the food supply. So in the kind of biblical text, you know what I'm saying? You see them, the manifestation of this principle is they eat the animals that, what is it? Cheweth the cud and splitteth the hoof. Right. So that, animals that eat grass, you know what I'm saying? They got different ways of digesting it. Some of them, they throw it back up. That's something different. Now, entropy in the food supply is manifested from the original source of energy, right? We eat food to get energy. the original source of that energy is the sun. So as the sun shines onto the vegetation on the planet, right? The vegetation on the planet eats and receives 100% sunlight. But the plant itself, right, uses up 99% of that energy that it takes in from the sun to deal with its own processes of life, meaning the digestion of the light, whatever the processes of the chlorophyll turning it green, the growth of the plant itself, that takes up 99% of the energy. You see what I'm saying? So when you eat an animal, right, that eats plants, right, that animal is only got 1% of the sunlight energy was left available for that animal. You understand what I'm saying? Now, once you get into animals that eat animals, rather they, the first level you got is predators, and then after the predators, you got the scavengers. Yeah, photosynthesis was the process that I couldn't think of right there. You understand what I mean? So what I'm saying is that each time you go down the food chain, right, you getting less and less of the sunlight energy. See, because once you get to eating scavengers, right, scavengers eat other scavengers. So you could be eating something that ate 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 a plant. So we stay away from all that down the line. For instance, the fish that's too big, right? They're more likely to be predators or scavengers, right? So we don't eat those. It's a little more complex. We could go more into it, but that is how I eat. And you're gonna, if you stick to that, right, you'll be in line with the 5%. You see, like we got other brothers. You know what I mean? If you really you want the in-depth answer. See, I gave you that's the answer of physics. You know what I'm saying? I told you about the physics of life right there. But see, if you want the biological answer, you gotta tune in on Thursday. Let me see you ask Sunya is that. Let me see you ask Sunya is that why. See, then you would get down to each chemical. You understand what I'm saying? But if you ever been on a farm, you know what I'm saying, and you've seen what the pig's dietary law is, right? Then you know that they're not in that first layer, right, of animals that's eating plants, where you could be, you could have some kind of gauge on what it is that you're eating, you know what I'm saying, and what it is that they ate. Because like somebody said earlier, you are what you eat. Karma's Army said diet is an indicator of one's level of civilization. Yeah. What's ragoon? But are you still there? Are you still there, Kyle Garnett? Or did it, The one, I got, if you need it, if you need it, yeah. What's ragoon? I don't even know what that is. Oh, ragoon is crab. Or crab ragoon is crab imitation. Yeah. Yeah, Kyle Garnett. So yeah, that's that's a jewel. But like I said, it's I'm on mute. Des A. Williams says chickens eat insects. Insects are the biggest scavengers on the planet. I'm gonna tell you something. I lived on the farm before, and whoever chickens was eating shit and insects, y'all wasn't taking care of y'all chickens. Because listen, at the end of the day, people eat shit and insects too. Like I would just like to see these farms where your chickens, like, dude, I fed chickens, I fed pigs, I fed turkeys, cows. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taking care of chickens, man. Just like, look, there's pigeons that eat out the garbage, right? But not the pigeons that people take care of on their roofs. So, I'm not a chicken expert, but I hear people saying this all the time, and I'm just telling you that those chickens, right? Nah, they didn't eat insects and shit. Nah. Carmen's mommy said, "Don't eat nothing that would eat you." Hmm. See, a lot of this stuff y'all talking about, I haven't even. Uh, I don't. I guess I don't eat it anyway, so I'm not even aware of some of these dishes that y'all talking about. See, I was never an exotic eater. Like I've been around people that eat possum and raccoon and all type. Like I never, pheasant, none of that, none of that. I think the wildest thing I ate uh, one time when I was a kid, somebody brought a deer. Somebody brought a deer and they cooked it. Yeah, that's W. Yeah, that's W too. He said the wildest he ate his duck. Yeah, I remember they had. But I didn't eat duck. And you know what always used to bug me out? We used to go to Canal Street. Remember back in the days, complete. You used to go to Canal Street, and you get off the 4 train, and it used to be that restaurant with the pig hanging in the window. It had like a pig hanging in the window and like a dragon or something, but they was both cooked. They was just hanging there in the window, right there, where you get off the 4 and the end of the R. An organic grass-fed buffalo burger. Complete. Nah, it's probably still there. I don't walk past it. But I remember it used to be that restaurant down there on Canal Street, and it used to be this a Coochie Fritos. It was two. It was a Coochie Fritos uh, on Burnside over there between Davidson and Jerome. And it was one on over there on 188th Street by Grand Concourse, between Grand Concourse and Creston. And all three of them used to have a pig hanging in the window. Nah, I never ate chitlins. Yeah, complete. Yeah, they had the dog in the window and all that. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something though too. Uh, uh, 793rd was just saying in terms of seafood, salmon, white, and a few others. But seafood is going like a bad direction too. Like they've overfished mostly all the fish in the ocean. Like from what I hear, there's no more cod. There's no more cod in Cape Cod. So that a lot of the farm, right, 793rd, a lot of the fish that you're getting now is farm raised. You know what I'm saying? Like Medina is saying right here, GMO. We covered that on here. There's a salmon that's been approved, is going to market. It's probably already at market, and it's a salmon that's been genetically modified with another kind of fish that grows bigger and faster. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Wild Prince. Most of it's either farmed, right, or it's coming from other countries, right, where they dietary law ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Where especially, if you're not getting the fish, like it is, you don't really know what you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you buy that salmon and it be all pink and all that, it ain't supposed to be like that. That's something they put on it. You know what I'm saying? Just marketing. Right. Neris Garcia, I didn't know this particular one, but he said Alaskan cod is really from China. Exactly. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They inject it with the pink dye. That's what I'm talking about. That you gotta, fish has been kind of like under the radar. You know what I'm saying? We, of course, everybody pig out the window. You know what I'm saying? But you're talking about all the other things. You know what I'm saying? Like and not saying that you're not, nothing is wrong with, being pescatarian or, eating fish and all that. But I'm just saying, be aware, that they doing their thing over there too, how they do. Right. See, SW is saying, yeah, when you get that other fish that be from abroad, if it's already, cut into what's your names, you could be getting anything, that they just, they just taste it close enough. Elite Low asks, what did Elijah mean by Pelon is the same place as Patmos mentioned in Revelation? Or did he want us to study more in depth of the Bible, like the first degree in 140? Well, 120 is that's mostly the Bible. It's no real, there's no Quranic verses at all, but even the worldview of it is more from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That was the people that he was teaching. You know what I'm saying? This was a gradual process for people. You know what I'm saying? I guess the way they say humanity to be ready to accept this knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? See, even to the degree that, first, Allah had to show and prove he was God. And then, after people observed that, right, they was able to see the God in themselves as well. So I'm not sure if that's the question. Nah, the salmon is mixed with another fish, or either is I know one of it's the new. If you Google it, I think it's called a Chinook salmon. In fact, let me Google it. See, that's when when you even got to type the whole thing in. There it goes. So this is the name of it. Let me. All right, here we go. I didn't even know that I'm not sheep. I should go embarrassed with God. So this is the pioneering the future of seafood. At Aquabani, we believe savoring your favorite fish and helping save the planet should be one and the same. And that's why we believe in using science and technology to help solve global problems like food scarcity and climate change. As leaders in aquaculture, we are continually looking for new and innovative ways to share the seafood we love. You see, they taking a little bit of time. Oh, here we goes. Good news, salmon lovers. Now savoring your favorite fish and helping save the planet are one and the same. Meet the irresistible Aqua Bounty Atlantic salmon. Genetically engineered one time 30 years ago, it's the safe and fresh choice, responsibly raised right here in the old US. I'm trying to find what they modified it with. See, this is where you getting your fish from now. See, look, the first of our farms turned R&D lab. See, I don't want fish from research and development. I don't. Dude, what? They didn't put what they modified it with them. Hold on. Let's see what happens if we. So what is the difference? What is different about Aqua Advantage salmon? Aqua Advantage salmon has been genetically engineered to reach a growth marker important to the aquaculture industry more rapidly than its non-GE Atlantic salmon counterpart. It does so because it contains a rDNA construct that is composed of the growth hormone gene from Chinook salmon under the control of a promoter, a sequence of DNA that turns on the expression of a gene from ocean pout, another type of fish. This allows the salmon to grow faster. So the ocean pout apparently is the other type of fish. Yeah, but just beware. Tilapia was bred to eat waste as their purpose. I didn't know that. Shaquem said you have to catch fish yourself to know what it is or where it came from. You know what's funny about that though, Shaquem? That anytime I see somebody fishing in New York, I always wonder, like, yo, what you gonna do if you catch something? Because if somebody listen, I'm not eating no fish out of New York City water, man. Yeah, you do. I remember a couple years ago they was having videos where rice rice from China. Oh, Naru, you alive? Come in alive. Naru, Naru. Let's give Naru a round of applause there. Naru came on here to inform us of some quack science here. You know, that not that he's dealing with it, but just giving us a little information on some things there. Let's see. How could I tell fake cabbage? I don't know, man, but hopefully you can tell before you eat it. I'm not sure. Hopefully, man. Yeah.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Garcia.
All right, what's going on now? It's Garcia.
Yeah, no, peace, God. Peace, God. I'm supreme. Supreme
All
free.
right.
You know what I mean? Indeed.
Peace.
Peace, God.
So with this, Medina said Europe does not allow GMO. Why does the USA? Well, that's I don't know the level of coordination with it, like how high the coordination goes, but that's one of those things where they kind of switch off. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, there's things in America that's not legal to sell that they selling over there. You know what I'm saying? There's things in America and Europe that's legal to sell that they selling over in Asia. You know what I'm saying? Like the cigarette companies is going stronger than ever. They just not selling in America. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things I remember one time I was watching this. It was like a news story or something about China, and it was talking about how the Chinese economy is growing, and it was featuring certain young Chinese people that was moving away from their villages and moving into the big cities where the factories was at, where they manufacture and everything. And they were saying how she comes there, she lives in the city, but her whole family still live in a small village. You know what I'm saying? And she's the first person to leave and everything. And at some point in the story, they said that China has 700 million people that never brushed their teeth before. Now, on face value, you know what I'm saying? I know what most people is thinking. But see, I'm business minded. So I'm thinking, you know how much toothbrushes, you know how much toothbrushes you can get off right now in China? Like, think about it. It's only 300 million people in America. And they were saying at that time that more than twice as many people as that, right? Never brushed their teeth before. So you gotta think about all the other things. Right? You gotta think about all the other things that they probably don't got. Like, look, Shaquem, right? Shaquem do plumbing. Listen, I guarantee you, them 700,000 people don't got a sink. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, see, you gotta be on top of these kind of things. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of these companies, you know, yeah, they might have lost a little ground in America. That's another reason why they don't care as much about the American worker. See all that stuff you see, that's one of the reasons why they don't gotta care. You see what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Like the whole, you know, the history that they tell of wages rising is that Henry Ford discovered that if he paid his workers enough to buy his cars, that they would buy the cars. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at this point, you can tell clearly they not, you know, they not giving people enough money to afford the stuff that they put on commercials. But they don't have to because they got other, what they call them, you know, growing economies.
Man, I can't even see the chat no more. I gotta go back on YouTube.
Yeah.
See, yeah, it don't show in this chat.
Wait, they did what with we, SW?
Shit.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got cars with weed.
Got meat. They got meat now, yeah. They got meat from research and development too. It's some kind of meat. It's like grown in a test tube or something. But I think it's still, I think it's like they use some DNA. It's because it's a couple different kinds, a couple different ways that they grow the meat. You know what I'm saying? But one of them, they do some type of cloning DNA. It's you know, definitely not something I would be. Equivalent to getting 10 chicken nuggets for $1. But you know, that was one of the I mean, it wasn't really surprising, you know, in total. Like I guess you know, it was one of the things where it's like, you know, the confirmation of it was just a little bit crazy though. You know what I'm saying? That there's no chicken in a chicken nugget.
You said there's no chicken in a chicken nugget?
Nah, there's no chicken in it whatsoever. Like that's another. I don't know.
Bamboozled.
I don't know if you're still in the room, Kyle Garnett. That's another one of my dietary laws, right? Is that I generally try to eat things that look like what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can look at it, you know, and you can tell, like, oh yeah, you know. But if you look at it, you know what I mean, like a chicken nugget. I'm saying, what part of the chicken is that? You know what I'm saying? Like if you eating that fish, you know, and it's all square with all that bread on it, it's no fish like that. You see what I mean? So just if you stick to that, you're gonna always eat a little more natural. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, you do your juicing and all that, but even if you do your juicing, you can still look and see, you know, it's going to have a color and a certain consistency and everything based upon what you put in there. And on top of that, being that you the one that put it in there, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like a fucking Pop-Tart or something. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? What is, you know, I'm dead ass. I remember the first I seen the Pop-Tart. You know, My sister started eating that shit for her lunch. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something she must have seen one of her friends with or something. Because I never saw this shit. And I didn't even like, nah, I don't want that.
Shit, I used to eat them as a kid. Used to eat them cold, hot.
Yeah, nah, never. Listen, that the
No
fruit
wonder why I
roll
was
ups,
flunked school.
the fruit roll ups, all that. Nah, that was after my time.
Yeah, shit. Now you got the weed where you got to get clones for your shit. Monsanto's already making weed clones for the weed.
Mm.
I don't know if you heard about that.
Who did
They
it?
got Monsanto
Get out of here.
making their own. They already got the farming game on lock where they gotta, you gotta buy your own seeds and but they're doing it with weed. I forgot where I read it at. It was some
That is not right.
Mint Press News. That was the source. People could look up on that. That's where I read it at, and it was yeah, that was a few years ago. That was at least 2016, something like that. So they already got that.
Yeah, they have been running by
It's in,
now.
it's in, it's in your runts. Yeah. What you smoking? You smoking runts? Gary Payton. Smoking
Yeah,
Gary Payton.
that's what it is. VC Realm. Yeah, they got some other meat. Yeah, they make it in a 3D printer. It's all different. It's all different stuff.
3D printer meat.
Yeah. The God I be the pink slime. The pink slime is another thing you gotta look out for. That's a industrial. That is where pink slime is how I learned about food ingredients and industrial ingredients. So pink slime is after they get all of the what they call the prime cuts of the meat, right? It's all these scraps, organs, innards, all types of stuff that falls on the floor. So they pick it up off the floor and they run it through some type of ammonia and bleach or something, right? To sterilize it, and then they chop it up fine, right? So this meat is classified as grade F. You get USDA grade A.
Grade A inspected.
This meat is grade F. And so the pink slime is you see it used a lot in filler. You know what I'm saying? So you got the pink slime and things like McDonald's burgers. But I think places, Taco Bell, the beef at Taco Bell, I think is 100% this grade A, this grade F pink slime, right?
Pink slime.
Pink slime, that's what they call it. That's what they call it. That's what they call it at the factory. They call it a burrito down at Taco Bell. Woo.
That horse meat chalupa.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, I worked that one. I ain't never messed with that ground beef. No.
Wait. We gotta go full stop right here. They caught 1 million pounds of rat meat being sold as boneless chicken wings imported from China.
That's why I don't eat that Chinese, man. I was eating that crab ragoon.
No.
I ate the crab ragoon. And you said what?
Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta inform me what's going on in the chat because you can see what's going on in the chat. I can't see what's going on in the chat.
This is my question. Does rat look like boneless chicken? Does rat does rat look like Polish? Like how you what they had it chopped up or something? How's see that's what I mean, man. You gotta eat shit that look like what it is. Like you know when I first noticed that when I was 85. When I was a little kid, like like 5 or 6.
You said
And
in 85?
yeah, when I was 85.
One
And
news 85.
in fact, chitlins, somebody brought up chitlins was
Yeah.
what made me notice that. Is that's like, yo, why got all these different names for pig? Why don't you just call it pig? Like why they call chicken and fish, but cow and pig is beef and pork. Like what you trying to hide?
Well, shit. In the Dominican culture, it's the same thing. They got different names for different dishes. You know what I mean? If you eating a different part of the pig, it'll be called something different, but it's still the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so yeah.
Like you
Then
got belly meat.
you know what say another thing I noticed about pig? You know what I'm saying? And I always was like, yo, man, because you know they was always teaching me, you know, in terms of cooking, you know, you gotta wait till it get brown and all the blood is gone. I used to always wonder, like, yo, why ham don't never turn brown when you cook it? Like, why shit always look raw and shit? I used to have questions about dietary shit back then.
Yeah, I ain't never thought about that. It'll get a little bit brown, but the actual meat itself don't.
Yeah.
You could just tell you cooked it.
Oh, Kyle, it was some. I had another thing about the diet I was getting ready to tell you, and I let it slip my mind. So you gotta respond more quicker. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll tell you this much, man. Yeah, what they doing with food is really starting to that's when it'll really be bad. When you could go to the store and buy a pack of joints. Like how you go to the store now, people go to the store get a pack of Newports. Yeah, everybody got their brand and shit. You go to the store and you get a pack of those, man. I wonder how niggas would treat Lucy's dance, man. I wonder if shit would be the same. Yeah. If you think you're gonna be able to just bum a loose off you the same way. You're like, nah, since my last one, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something. I remember when the price of cigarettes first went up, like when they had the lawsuit, and the price went from like I never smoked cigarettes, but the price went from like $2 to like $20. And I just noticed that difference. Is niggas stopped sharing cigarettes. Like I used to see, listen, these people used to go in the store, get a pack of cigarettes, and just give a cigarette to everybody that was standing outside the store. You know what I'm saying? When the price went up, I see motherfucker go in the store, get a pack of cigarettes, light the shit, right? Put it back in his pocket. Nigga walked up, like, yeah, you got a cigarette? He said, nah, this guy just loose. Somebody else. Oh, man. BC Rum. Yeah, that is a certain science. I noticed that. It is still Monsanto. It's some other kind of way they do business now. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Time Warner and AOL was supposed to be submerged and then split back apart? Like these companies, they got some alternate way of doing these mergers now. At any rate, yeah, Bayer, the drug company, Bayer that makes Bayer aspirin, boy, Monsanto I mean, see, Bear's a German company, so maybe that was, but that seems a little bit conflicted. I don't know if that could go down in America.
It's not. They were giving out. Wasn't Bayer like around in World War II
Yeah.
doing scandals back then? At least from sounds about right.
So the original Mr. 120 said Taco Bell is grade E. I mean, grade E. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's grade F, but I mean, E F is. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone. What is it? E for everyone? What is it?
Huh?
E for everyone?
Yeah, I guess so.
Think they addition out some quality? What? Yeah, they'll serve it to anyone. So
Yeah,
it is for everyone.
Malik Lowe brought up something right here. Remember the Jetsons and how much has come from it. The television, Rosie is the vacuum, treadmill, eating a pill to get your nutrition. Something I do have to reassess that. Because the holodeck is about to exist. I used to like once the cell phone came out, right? I started thinking about like how many things existed on the Jetsons and Star Trek that exist now. You know what I'm saying? So like for instance, they had this little shit like this where they be talking, and now we had the cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Or they had this shit where they tell us shit, yo, make this food for me right here. You know what I'm saying? And we had the microwave. You know what I'm saying? But I recall the beam me up, what they call that? The room where Scotty used to be. The room where they used to beam back and forth. That didn't exist in the holodeck. But now once we get in the metaverse, we'll be in the holodeck. So what? DC Realm said they got a full meat factory headquarters they building out in St. Louis. Man. Yeah, I have to say, SW, yeah, I think, you're right there. I don't know if I could ever look at boneless wings the same again. I doubt that seriously. Well, SW said if they can shape it good enough, rat can be steak. I saw a dude. It was a video, and the dude he made a chicken breast, right? I'm talking about like a chicken sandwich, right? He made it with 3 strips of chicken. Like the dude came in, he said, "Yo, look, I need you to make this chicken sandwich for me right here, right?" And so he gave him the sandwich. He tasted it. He's like, "All right, no doubt." And they showed him he was mixing some shit in the bowl. Like it was some type of, you know what I'm saying? And then like it cut away, and when it came back, he had it. It was amazing. Chicken sandwich.
Word. How do you say you made it how?
He had like some different chemicals and everything. They was colorings. There was things that produce different tastes, and there was things that produce different textures. You know what I'm saying? So when he mixed them together, and it was some shit where he was like, "Yeah, I just threw this together real quick, like this ain't, if I really did my thing, you know what I'm saying?"
Like on some,
He
I'm
was he
just
was a,
mashing up some shit.
he was a chemist. He was a chemist that works at these different food places. So that's what they always doing. They experimenting with different tastes. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily all the time to improve, but look, if we could find this other chemical over here, right, that tastes the same as that chemical, then we'll roll with that. You see what I'm saying? Like the high fructose corn syrup, you know what I'm saying, is an example of that, where it's like, okay, we got this right here that tastes like they got all these like how you drink some juice and it don't have that flavor of juice in it.
Yeah, it's natural. It's natural juice.
Right. It don't have no natural juice from that fruit in it or whatever.
Like vitamin water.
They got chemists, right, that have formulas where it's like, okay, you need apple. All right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't need no apples. You know what I'm saying? So this dude,
He said, "Well, apple."
yeah,
God damn.
yeah, he was one of those guys, and he made a chicken sandwich. It was like just one of them things where, like, yo, if you see that, you want to eat chicken sandwiches like that.
Nah, I used to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Once I seen those, like, just there, what they had, just eggs and a couple other things. That's
real.
nuts.
Like, you want me to tell you something I've been through? Like,
Nah, that's definitely
people,
real.
yeah, like the people, my great grandmother, we was out there playing in the backyard, and she came back there, right? And she did it quick like that. It was just, she just flicked the wrist. And when she flicked the wrist, the chicken's whole body turned over, right? And then the chicken was jumping around in the yard, and she went over that way, and she got another one real quick, right? So we out there playing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Who's that? And it was like, yo. Then she got both of them, took them in the house, right? And then we had chicken that night. You know what I'm saying? And so I put two and two together, like, oh snap, that's the fuck. But at the time, like, yo, just come out here and do that to our friends like that, man. What's wrong with you? So, but just saying that's that experience of when you actually see where your food come from, you look at it differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially if you in the restaurants and seeing what some of these people is doing, like, you know what I mean?
That's another aspect of it too. You're right about that too.
Sanitary.
If you ever worked in the kitchen, you might be very hesitant. But those people that like to go to the restaurant and argue with all the people there, you wouldn't do that if you ever worked in the kitchen.
At all.
Listen.
That'd be your worst meal.
Listen, you wouldn't do that if you ever worked in the kitchen.
That'd be your worst meal. And then it's crazy because you can go to a place, and when you go there to eat, let's say you're going to a Mexican joint, or you're going to any culture that eats food that's outside of ours, they'll cook that same thing on there, and they'll use the same utensils.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
But wow.
And I know a lot of people be up on it, but you know what I mean? There's some people who's not, and they wouldn't think like, oh, I'm just eating some steak tacos or eating whatever.
See, this is the thing that be getting me. Like, see right here, Reveal said he worked in a building connected to Shake Shack, and every day they got a delivery of buckets of pink slime. That's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't think that Shake Shack is doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Nakeem said, my people's worked at a warehouse. The nuggets going to McDonald's was pink slime. So see, McDonald's, you what would you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like the guy said, 10 nuggets for $1. What would you expect? You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't think that Shake Shack is engaged. But like I said, if they find a product You know what I'm saying? They find some ingredient that they can use and they can save money, then they'll just use that.
Well,
Yeah, when I listen to this day, let me tell you something, man. I remember the first time I came in the house, they was making chitlins. I came in the house, I was like, yo, man, why it smell like doo-doo in here? So they was like, what? Okay, why it smell like doo-doo in here?
straight anus.
Yeah, and they like, nah, I don't even smell. What you talking about? I'm like, you don't smell like what's wrong with you? Like, yes. So then, if somebody goes into the kitchen to cook and they open the pot, I'm like, whoa, what's that? And they start saying, man, you crazy, man. I don't smell like no dude, man. It smell good, man. That's chitlins, man. Like, nah. Man, I eat peanut butter and jelly tonight, man. Yeah, KFC got some type of genetically modified chickens too. There used to be this dude that used to come to the KFC by West 4th Street, and he had like a presentation. It was like a film strip or something uh, of the KFC factory, and then they just had an episode that knocked them out, and Popeyes took them over. They put in that same KFC. The news came down there one day, and they came down there in the nighttime and flashed the light and filmed inside the KFC, and the fucking rats was having a party in there. Like they was dancing on the tables, the chairs, the couches, everything. And yo, mad KFCs closed after that shit. Like that shit just put like nobody wanted to eat at KFC after that. Then you just start seeing Popeyes popping up everywhere.
Yeah, if you was gonna get, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go to Popeyes automatic. KFC wasn't on it.
793rd said, like God Suni has pointed out, watch out for that natural ingredients which may and could be minced and broken down swine. You see that? That's a lot of these things is marketing.
Oh yeah, they mashed potatoes and gravies. They use bacon. What is that? Bacon grease. They use bacon oil. Like they use the fat inside the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, see, Mr. Spock said,
You were just eating mashed potatoes and gravy.
my late uncle, born unique God Allah, was a chef and gave me deer meat. I wouldn't have known the difference from chicken if he ain't said. But see, you know, that was always a question I had too. Because you know, everything that, you know, I never ate before was always always said to taste like chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all I've heard. Frog legs taste like chicken. Is and I always, you know, my question always was, if it tastes like chicken, why don't we just have chicken then? Why we gotta experiment? Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Shit, I had a neighbor like that. He was a mason, but he was like in a military vet. He was a man of was a jack of all trades, you know what I mean? But he would tell me he was from the South, and he'll tell me a lot of the stuff that they be eating, and down south, and I'll just be like, man, you know what I mean? I don't know, you talking about alligator and raccoons, raccoons that you see, catch them off the trash, shoot them, skin it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, man, what? And he said it tastes like chicken. All of it tastes like chicken, like you said. Raccoon, the squirrel, what else? Whatever you could just find out there, you be shooting them.
The intro track from the live stream, I got it from some like royalty free stuff. I gotta get some other stuff, but yeah, right now That's I'm just experimenting with these toys. Like I said, I got some other stuff. When I'm hooked up, y'all gonna see it's gonna be much more live action. Yeah, the transporter room. That's what we still don't have the transporter room really. I guess you got Uber. That's Uber is as close you can get to the transporter room right now. But
you said transporting, like moving around, trying to get to point A to point B. They got Curb. I don't know if you ever heard of Curb for taxis. It's an app for taxis. And you basically like kind of like Uber, but it's just with taxis. I think they got like different companies, stuff like that. You can pull up, get yourself a cab. I had no clue about it, so I hopped inside a cab, seen it on inside of the little screen boxes that you would pay for inside of the cab. They got one. Uber. And here, what'd you say?
I was just reading some of the what's the name on here? Some of the comments.
Yeah, I can't see it on my end from the search StreamYard. They want to let me see none of the YouTube comments. And I have to log off, like swipe off of here to go back on the app to see my.
Do I notice a change in the taste of sodas? Definitely. For me, I'm very I didn't eat a lot of candy growing up, so I'm sensitive to sugar. And whatever they making the sugar with that they put in the soda is
High fructose.
Yeah, it's more powerful than that.
Carbonated. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Popeyes mashed potatoes. Yeah, the gravy got pig in it. Yeah, you gotta watch these people, man. Because I think that's just it's probably just the cheapest fat. You know what I'm saying? So they put all that stuff in there to improve the taste or whatever they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, we're about to cut this one. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to we had a lot of new people who come in. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate letting me get on.
What's the brother's name that came on? Daquan? Nah, I ain't eat candy like that, Daquan. I ate a lot of pizza. I was the pizza man. Felix Almanzar. But yeah, so we had some new people come in. What was the brother's name again? Lance. The brother that asked the question about dietary law. You're welcome to come back. Peace to God. If you have another question, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? Do the each one, teach one. Other than that, we're gonna make it back on this week. One of these days. I ain't gonna say which day, you know what I'm saying? But we come back in. Like I said, anybody that got any ideas, you got any questions and things that you want to cover, put them in the comment section of this video, and we could do that. You know what I'm saying? West Coast wise, we're gonna try to get back. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but look, let's try to set it for next year. We go back to the questions, to the questions and the answers. How we started out. We could let's at least try to get 2 weeks. Let's try to get 2 weeks of the question answers, and you know what I'm saying. I just like this form better because you ain't got it's no editing. But from the G building, signing off.
Having a good time, right? Little bit sweet. That's what sweet potato is, man. That's sweet potato. That's why it's called sweet potato. I'm almost finished it, man. I gave you that piece, right? It's a box. I bought the whole thing at the grocery store. I'm really finished that. Yeah. That's nothing, no problem in that right there. Nothing but the dope. That's all it is.